Hey hippies, welcome back. Courtney Shavante back with another video for you guys, and I'm answering my most request question, how I get bubble free resin. So I'm about to show you guys. So go ahead and stay tuned. If you're interested, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything I put out for you guys moving forward. Alright hippies, so to get started, what you're going to need is you're going to need your measuring cup, and you're going to want to make sure that it's clearly marked so that we can see each little line and everything, because making sure that you have even amounts is very key to the whole resin thing. So to start out with, I like to use the hardener first because it's thinner, so I pour that in first. I'm going to be making 80 milliliters in total, so first I'm going to be adding in 40 milliliters of the hardener. You want to make sure that the bottommost part of the line is the part that's, of the liquid is what's touching the line, the meniscus. If you aren't aware what the meniscus is, I'll put in a little definition for you guys so that we can see it, but we went over it in my very first tutorial, so make sure you check that video out too. I'm going to go ahead and pour in the actual resin in, 40 milliliters of that, and go ahead and close it off. The resin that I am using in this particular video is Aqua Seal. I don't necessarily just recommend this resin because it's so great. It just happens to be the one that I am using, and it is a pretty good resin to work with. So it's really good for beginners. It's really easy to mix up and everything. So totally recommend it if you are in the business for some more resin and you need some. You can find it on Amazon. I'll make sure I link it below. But basically what you just want to do now is go ahead and take your stir stick and just start mixing that up. I have this sped up. I only have it sped up to double speed just so that way the video isn't quite so long. I didn't want to make a super long video just about mixing resin. But yeah, you're just going to go ahead and mix that up really well, get it in and swirled around the best you can. As you can see, you can kind of see the swirls in there from it mixing and it not being thoroughly mixed and everything. You can also see some bubbles because the resin is pretty thick and everything, but I'm about to show you guys what we're going to do next. So after you have it mixed up pretty well and everything, and you know, it's not really clear where the resin and the hardener is, what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and start heating that resin while you're mixing it. So what I like to do is I like to go ahead and plug up my heat gun, and then I'll just place it onto the floor next to my resin cup, and then I will rotate my resin cup as I stir the resin. I'll also pick up the heat gun and aim it towards the top too. What this will do is it'll thin out the resin, it'll make the bubbles easier to rise to the surface, and then that'll also make it easier just to stir and really get everything mixed together thoroughly, so that way you can make sure there aren't any areas that have just resin and there aren't any areas that just have hardener, because you know that creates a sticky mess if you've ever had that mistake happen to you before. And I don't want that to happen to you guys, so I'm going to show you guys basically what to do. Alright, so just go ahead and continue mixing. Once you have everything thoroughly mixed, go ahead and spray a little bit of alcohol. You want to use like a mist spray bottle, not like a squirt spray bottle. And then you just want to go ahead and continue doing that final little mix up, making sure you scrape at those edges, scrape at the bottom of the cup, touch all areas of that cup, and continue mixing. This is what we have here. I'm just going to continue mixing it up a little bit more. And then once I'm finished mixing with the stir stick, I'm just going to allow it to sit for a bit. Alright hippies, so here we are after waiting about 2 to 3 minutes. I went ahead and put it back onto my desk and everything so that way you guys can see it in front of the light, in front of the window. I'm moving the stick around, and as you can see, there are no visible bubbles. Now of course you may still have some micro bubbles in there that aren't, you know, super noticeable unless you are like all up on the cup, but most people never are, so this is really what they typically mean by bubble free and everything. So I hope that this was really easy and simple for you guys to follow. I hope that this method works out for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything else that I can clarify, because like I said, this is something I am asked about the most and I want to make sure it's clear for you. So until next time hippies, thank you so much for your support and I appreciate it so much. XO. Mwah.